course, when you start stacking up too many napalms, sticky napalms.
Pasha gonna get hit with the Purifying Flames. A couple of napalm stacks. Just get him a little bit of distance. Io is gonna grab the rune, gets him a fresh bottle charge, and he will rejoin his Batrider. Artstyle unfortunately has not the right creeps, and now, whoa, Batrider going in pretty deep just for harassment damage purposes. Lil in the meantime is getting dove by Ditchera off into the side. One more shot should do it. He's gonna try to tether away, but oh, it's not gonna happen. The damage still goes through, and Ditchera will find himself a very, very easy first blood. 0 arm coming. Wind Lace, movement speed. Sand King does have him trumped there with the Tranquil Boots. Burrow Strike will land pretty far away. Stomp will connect. That's the first one. Second one is available as well. Solo is going to go down, but the PA jumps in with the cast stun bouncing through, locking down the Centaurs. They'll take down the Chen in exchange. No one's going to arrive now. Breathe Fire. It's not going to kill off General because he doesn't have any True Sight. He's still taking a little bit of damage. Burrow Strike back in. He's going to end up popping to the Phantom Assassin. Stuck a dagger in there, I believe. But ultimately, it is going to be a 2-for-2 exchange. The Phantom Assassin, though, getting 2 kills.
Despite these deaths and despite these kills on the PA, General's still getting what he needs. Right? He got 2 kills of his own. He's got level 6, almost level 7, and he has the Tranquils. So
looking at the Timbersaw now. Flame Break to bump him back. He has an Invis rune, but there's dust because of the Sand King. Dendi is going to roast, although Timber Chain off to the side. That's level 2, so the range is quite high. Pasha's on his tail, but Dendi is bottling up, and he will chain out one more time. Still, the Batrider is right overhead, and they will bring down the Timbersaw. Artstyle and General's rotation, not enough to stop the Dragonite. They're going to throw a Burrow Strike at him, but he just shrugs it off. He doesn't really care about that. Weaver will come in and snipe the Io in the end, so at least it's a 1-for-1, but again, Navi are not points to the Firefly, just get his damaging spells up online, and then we might just see Navi being pushed. They do have pretty good ways of handling that, but I mean, VP have a DK and a Batrider. They can force the fight. Solo is going to get caught off in the jungle by Dendi. 2 Timber Chains going to land, but now the backup is coming in spades, including a dagger that's going to crit. Lasso's here as well as the Firefly. Where can you chain out to get from this, Dendi? Not anywhere, really. I think he could have maybe gone down to the low ground if that actually worked, but of course it didn't, so another kill.
But I do know that this is not what he wanted out of this game, especially with an uncontested jungle. Very, I don't know, not what you would expect. Let's just phrase it that way.
Making an aggressive move on Ramses. Suddenly an Io pops up, and Ramses is not going to die here, although they may just get the easier target in the Io, relocated in the wrong neighborhood. Chen's going to bowl him over with that Satyr Blast, and now the PA is actually in trouble somewhat. General needs another Burrow Strike. He has it up right now. There is no Troll Trap, but there's an Epicenter. That'll do it. PA down, and VP getting way too comfortable with the arrival of the Io there. Going to lose both of them, giving both kills. Not bad.
Oh, Haste Rune on Pasha. This could be an issue for Dendi. He is right there. The Chakra, I'm not going to slow him down for too much. Just Lasso down to low ground, onto no one. Can have the follow-up stun and just a little bit more burst, and there it is. That was such a lucky rune for Pasha to grab, and immediately the game's convert now. A little bit back on top of him here. Trying to go for Ditchera. Time this is off some of the damage, but he's still in trouble. They do see him. They do bring him down with another Dragon's Breath on the low ground.
That was right on the edge of that AoE too. Should be a tower down. Mass TP is coming back in. No one on the front lines. There is a relocate to bail him out should he need to. Burrow Strike and everything else in the book, yet he's still surviving. Sand King is in the middle of everything, not doing a hell of a lot of damage right now. Epicenter's finally being channeled. Flame Break doesn't interrupt it anymore, and it will be Epicenter going off, killing off the DK, killing off the Witch Doctor. They're onto Ramses right now. Pasha trying to push them all back with the Firefly, but he runs out of it. Stomp's coming in now as it draws right on top of Pasha. They'll grab a triple. Now here comes Lil. I'm not really sure what they're trying to do with this Io. They're going to try to rush down the Chen. We'll get him. And Ramses off to the side, is not dead just yet. Lil, though, needs a lot of extra time until his relocate is going to yank it back. Not going to happen. And he's going to go down. Ramses is the sole survivor here. Ultimately, 4 for 3 in favor of Navi. Ditchera, though, as well as the Oracle.
They stifled some of that momentum as we're just talking about. Still not on PA, but at the very least on the Dragon Knight. And
jump in. Lasso caught Dendi, and there are so many heroes here. You can't even throw out the chain before he's dead. So, yeah, there's an extra one for VP tying up the kill score, and they're going to go for Roche in front. It's just the classic 5 heroes mashing into 5 heroes, and Navi had slightly better positioning there. They were able to bring down no one a lot faster than I really thought. So, that is going to work out in their favor. Ditchy though, he's going to... Oh, Epicenter onto the bottom end. It's General doing a lot of damage to Solo mostly. With the Oracle there, they'll burn him down. False Promise now onto General. Ditchy though taking a lot of splash damage. Will go down to the Io of all heroes. General just took a crit, so I'm pretty sure he's dead. And now they're onto Seneko. Art Style is here as well. Seneko's going to grab a double kill before he's going to go down. If he does go down even, they do land Dragon Tail onto the Chen. He's stuck and he's going to go down. Oracle's going to try to teleport out. Crits. Oh, it's just enough damage. Double kill for Ramses. VP end up losing 2, but ultimately they wipe Navi. Just picks up now an ultimate orb. It's just a little bit of extra stats, helping him to not just get insta-burst by random crits and whatnot. Firefly damage adding in there. It is just a big game, just plus 10 strength. That's sometimes all you need. He is still working towards that Lincoln Sphere to keep him a little bit safer. Dendy wishes he had Lincoln Sphere right about now. Lasso is going to grab him in. False Promise is going to bail him out, though. Death Ward channel in the back. General's going to take a full channel from that. They'll lose the Aegis on the PA, but that's exactly what it's for. Ditchy going to drive everyone back on the back end of the fight. They'll burn down the Dragon Knight, and now Solo's isolated. They'll take down the Witch Doctor as well. Ramses is somehow in the middle of this engagement. Lil's going to yank him out. He'll be just fine, but Lil may not. Pasha's still here. He doesn't have a ton of mana. But VP, they lose 2 plus the Aegis, and they're definitely going to lose this third unless this teleportation trick works. It's not quite timed perfectly, and they will lose another hero, Navi. Bailing out Dendy with that False Promise, and then letting loose with absolutely everything. Ditchy was actually able to right-click heroes in that last fight, and what a difference it makes.
It's such a back and forth here. It's just try and go back and find the Oracle, make some sort of wraparound play, but right now they're just, once again, going in head first.
Dragon Knight's gonna have a BKB this time. Death Ward in the back is being fully channeled once again. No one's on top of Solo, although now Ditchy is there. Solo will disengage. No one is just sitting in place, doing all the damage that VP could possibly want, as well as Ramses doing very much so the same. Dragon Tail and Dendy trying to escape. He is going to drop. That's gonna give everyone else a big heal. No one's armor toggling away from Ditchy who's not being controlled at all during this fight, and they'll finally bring down the DK. Art Style takes a big crit from Ramses. With a little bit of help from Lil, they will take down the Chen, and now onto Seneko. A couple of big crits, and he's gonna try to go Scepter his way out of here. Ditchy is going to try to buy him some space, but that's, again, not going to happen. Weaver is not being controlled, yes, but he's also not doing enough damage, and then he takes a big crit. Lil's not dead just yet either. Is able to bottle up Ramses just a little bit more. Dendy trying to catch up to Lil. Still not enough damage, 20 HP. The IO should be going down here, and he will, in the end, die. But for VP, that is, I think, slightly beneficial trade for them numerically. It's, yeah, 3 for 4. Dendy did respawn.
Just goes to show how even this game is in general. If you look at the graphs, it's been hovering more or less around the 0 line here, around the 1 or 2k or a couple of thousand at most. Well, either team here. Mimal up top, alright, so it's that. Goodbye, friend. But yeah, it's a joy to watch, and that entire fight.
Cash, so he's looking at a pretty well-timed mechanism for IOs, actually. Like, Chen has had his for a long time, but that's Chen. IO kind of rarely even gets mechanism, and now he's going to have another chance to save again. Not in time, though. Relocate a little bit off the mark. They lose the PA to a little bit too much burst. Everyone is here from VP, or at least everyone else. But this IO TP trick, oh, it's actually on cooldown. Tether out? I don't think General's going to let that happen. No, with the burst strike, they'll lose 2 heroes and Navi. Getting a couple of free picks they barely have to work for, and they have a decent...
We have spent less time on
burst strike. Caught no one. He's going to pop the Dragon Form, turn around, Dragon Tail onto the Timber Saw. He's going to get dropped very low. False Promise, though, is going to save him at the tail end of it. And he will be able to back off and get a little bit of juice to return to the fight. General, speaking of, is going to burst strike in onto IO. No one's BKB is going to hold, but where is the PA? They need more damage. They finally catch up to the Weaver and bring him down. Art Style as well. Caught in the AoE, the Bat Rider is going to fall. They are going to go up towards the north looking for Dendy, but General's going to come in first with the Epicenter. Ramses is going to try to brute force him through, and he will be successful in doing so. Pasha and Ramses very weak. Dendy misses the chain, though. He's just going to punch the Phantom Assassin, get the kill, but he will lose his life immediately afterwards. And VP, they take a 3 for 5 exchange. They lose the PA for...
Just keeping people alive and keeping the fights going.
Speaking of fights going, we're going to have another one brewing up towards top. There's a little bit more space here for both teams to maneuver, but Ditchy is caught with that Yule Scepter, and oh my god! That's a crit. Did I see 4 digits there? I don't know if I did. They're going to see Seneko. Dragon Tail is going to cancel the TP. Where are you going, Oracle? He's dead also. Ramses and Lil jumped forward looking for someone else. There is no one else here, so they're just going to have to... But, oh, jump in for Pasha. Not really willing to commit just yet. The scouting run, I suppose, from the Batrider, but they have a siege engine of the DK. Burst Strike in again, plus disarming the DK. They're going to jump in on Sand and annihilate him first thing. He does have a buyback, but using it right now is kind of dicey. Chen's being chased down by a big bad dragon. Is going to mechanism to save himself, but now Dendy's caught in the front lines as well. False Promise is going to bail him out of that lasso, so he will be able to get out. BKB is forced out on no one. Buyback, though, on the Sand King. VP take a free tower.
Those, okay, maybe a bit of T-fight, but yeah, I think without Timbersaw, they definitely lack the damage, and with Timbersaw, they have a hard time just getting control in now.
Straight into a Dragon Tail, and immediately the Sand King is down! No one's doing so much damage, and a big crit to kill off the Oracle. That's like one-shot kill. Golden Gun style, Art Style's dead, and, well, that, could we call that a fight? I don't think you could call that a fight, really.
It's a bit of a tilt play, to be honest. It seemed like just going up there to the other high grounds. Yeah, it was a very low chance of actually working out.